So curious, you have a son.
Mm-hmm.
How old?
7.
In a few years when you start talking to him about the future, will you give him any advice? Would you tell him to stay clear of blue collar stuff? Would you tell him to stay clear of comedy?
I'm hoping
What
he
would you
stays
do?
clear of comedy because he says that he wants to be a comedian because he wants to be like me.
Okay.
But it's like, the world of comedy and entertainment in general, I don't know what's truly right or wrong sometimes. I think that varies from person to person. The lines can get blurry.
Yeah.
But there's certain parts of the entertainment industry that I think for me personally, I consider it like wrong to focus on. Because it's a lot of like, I need to get these people's attention so they can give me attention from those people. Or like, I need to say I hung out with this person. And like, I never liked that. I like hanging out with people if they seem like cool people.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with somebody just because they're famous or just because they can give me an opportunity. So, and I don't want my son to ever get caught up in that.
Got it.
I want my son to be a drifter.
I was going to say, if he came home and said, I want to be a race car driver, you'd love it.
I'd be scared for him.
Yeah.
But I'd be way more like comfortable about like his soul, man, like his character. Like a lot of the people I think the worst thing I could say about like the car community that I've seen so far is just cockiness. You know what I mean? People who are good sometimes get cocky, but other than that, like a lot of people in the car community, even at its worst, are still very kind people.
Yeah.
Very helpful people. Like I've been to, like the rally stuff to the drifting stuff. I did skip barber racing school to try to get on road courses, and everybody's just trying to help you get better. Because it's a dangerous thing. Nobody wants to see you crash.
Right.
Everybody's cool to share tools. Like I'm saying, at the worst is maybe someone's like a little too cocky or something, but it's whatever. But like in comedy, man, and I'm guilty of it too. Is like we all end up talking crap about each other. We all end up like, well, how did he get that gig? I wanted that gig, and like that's another reason that I never wanted to move to LA because I know myself. Like I'm very competitive, and I'll get way more caught up into it. I'm like, dude, let me stay in Dallas. Let me know when to say when. Like, let me know when to like dial it back. And I'm not always good at knowing when to say it, but I don't want my son to be caught up in the. And maybe he won't, like if he's a good kid, then he'll grow up to be, I'd hope there is a lot of great comics. Don't get me wrong, who are great people and don't do that. And maybe my son would be one of those. I'd hope, but I'm very scared. I'm more scared of the comedy world than I am of the automotive world.
Understood. What about college?
I would love for him to go to college. Everybody that I know that has gone to college and has a degree, they just seem a little more well put together and maybe a little more confident.
Okay.
In the world, also a little more realistic. A lot of my friends that didn't go to college, a lot of them are kind of in denial about why they didn't go. Like they say it was their choice maybe, or like they don't need it. They can do it without it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them did, but a lot of them didn't. So if my son would, I would always encourage my son to chase more education, even if it was in college, even if it was trade school.
Okay.
I don't think there's any
so you wouldn't
thing.
discourage him from a trade either?
Nah. All knowledge is good knowledge as long as it's positive. If it's work, it's work.
Yep. Sounds like you're pretty open-minded about the variety of ways you can choose to make money.
Yeah. And no matter what my son wanted to chase, I still support him 100%.
Yeah.
Whether it be comedy or whatever, he can do whatever he wants, man. He could be a clown or a curtain salesman, like.
You just want him to do something he likes and you want him to be successful.
I just want him to be a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could be a bum as long as he was nice.
Really?
As long as he's polite and respectful and has good values,
I don't know enough bums to.
I know a few bums. A lot of them are mean.
If they got good values.
Usually the values.
Usually you become a bum, I would think,
without
your family
values,
gave up on you, which means something's wrong there.
Yeah. But I hope I do a good job with them. I hope.
Oh, all of us do. That's the one thing in life that I'm scared to death of messing up is,
how old is
being a father.
How many kids do you have?
2. My daughter's 7. My son's 9, and I don't know how to do it right.
Nobody does, right? You just got to do your best.
Yeah. I feel like you're doomed to screw it up in one way or another.
Yeah.
If you were perfect, I say then you'd have messed them up because you were perfect.
Yeah, my dad and I talked about that once. Because my dad, is pretty sensitive, as am I. But I remember my dad saying once that, like, I don't know what I called him out on. He's like, yeah, what about when your son calls you out because you're not perfect with her? I'm like, he will. That's all kids, though.
He
like,
still remembers it, huh? He still brings it up.
Yeah, he said it. This was like maybe 2 years ago. He's like calling me out because I was calling him out. I'm like, dude, like it's gonna happen. Like you can't expect me not to like call out some stuff here and there. I feel like it's only healthy between a father and son. Like if we can't talk about something we think is off, like what are we doing?
Yeah, that tells you and your dad are close, so the relationship is good. Otherwise, if it wasn't, you wouldn't tell him. You wouldn't care. Yeah,
I know my son is gonna call me out on stuff. He calls me out now.
We've got a question here that we always ask at the end of this pod crash because we're about champion people. So, given the opportunity, who's a person in your life that you would champion, and why?
My tío Jose, my uncle Jose, because he always supported me and whatever I wanted to do, but he always made sure that I was working with him. He always made sure I was good. And he told me something one day that changed everything for me. And it was when he was teaching me how to paint.
Okay.
The first time he let me paint, actually, he didn't let me like paint the whole thing. He just let me lay one coat down on a truck, on a fender. It was a blue truck, and I made a run. It was dripping the paint, and I told him that I don't think I'm cut out for it, and I think I'm just too stupid to learn to be a painter. Like I don't think I'm going to be able to learn this. And he said, "There's nothing too hard to accomplish in this world. You just have to want it bad enough." And like that, just kind of like had this big boom in my brain where I'm like, oh, like, okay, yeah, like one step at a time. Learn one step of this at a time. After that, I felt like I could learn rocket science if I wanted to.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you want more Podcrash in your life, which of course you do, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Catch you next time.